In California, you can't spell escrow without 3 T's: tiers, taxes, and termites. Unless you are making an all-cash offer on a property and are willing to buy as is without any inspections or repairs whatsoever, chances are that a termite company will be involved at some point of your escrow transaction. The most common yet avoidable mistake we see repeated over and over that can cause major disruptions to your escrow transaction is waiting until the escrow process has advanced before ordering a termite inspection. Order your termite inspection ASAP. If a mortgage lender is involved in the transaction, at the very minimum, that lender is going to want a thorough wood-destroying organism inspection and a full report on the property to ensure the property they are lending on is structurally sound and not at risk of future structural failures. California's Pest Control Police, formerly known as the Structural Pest Control Board, published this helpful document to give consumers general information about termite inspections, ethical and legal practices attached to those termite inspections, and their subsequent reports. The document is helpful in clarifying common misconceptions and addressing some frequently asked questions. However, it does give one piece of commonly misconstrued advice. In the subsection titled, "When is a pest inspection report required?" there is a sentence that says the following: "It is advisable for a buyer to get an inspection report as close as possible to the close of escrow." I'm not sure if this is bad advice or commonly misunderstood advice, but the practice of waiting as close as possible to the close of escrow is bad news. What the state is trying to say is, hey brosif buyer, termite companies are not responsible for new termite issues that are discovered after the initial inspection. For that reason, we recommend having termite inspections done later when there have been plenty of chances to expose as much potential termite damage as possible. However, from our experience, it seems like people heard, hey buyer, your government here, go ahead and wait until the day before escrow is supposed to close before ordering your termite inspection. The advice that Uncle Sam is giving you only makes sense if you are 100% sure that your termite inspection will find 0 issues to deal with before the close of escrow, or if you're going to buy as is, regardless of issues. Let's just say, for example, that minor termite issues are found at the time of the termite inspection you just ordered 2 days before the close of escrow. What's the likelihood that the report will be filed with escrow? It will be reviewed by the lender. The lender provides conditions. The buyer and the seller agree on who's going to pay for this additional work. The work is scheduled with the termite company. The work is completed by the termite company. The termite company clears and certifies the work. The certification is filed through escrow. The lender receives and accepts the certification, all within just a few working days. Just like Ted Cruz's presidency, not gonna happen. In short, don't wait to order the termite inspection report. Order the inspection as soon as you open escrow. If you want to wait on ordering the necessary termite work until all inspections have been done, you can go ahead and do so. But don't wait until the very end of escrow to find out you have termite issues you weren't aware of and you now have to deal with. Having your termite inspection report early in the process with enough time to plan, prepare, and budget will keep your escrow on track, producing only tears of joy when that transaction proceeds smoothly and on time. We continue to be Southern California's preferred termite and pest control service provider. We pride ourselves in being the #1 provider of dependable and convenient termite inspection services so you can enjoy home. Schedule a termite inspection with one of our local termite inspectors at www.termitepro.us or call us at 1-844-GOT-ANTS. For other useful videos to help you be an escrow rockstar, subscribe to our YouTube channel.